Hey guys, what's good? This is Andre and today I want to talk to you guys about NatGas, about gold and a couple of futures, and I also want to cover the stock markets briefly here just to look at what might be happening throughout the end of this week and the start of next week. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support as of late. Your likes really truly help my channel so much because it's still a small one, so every single like makes a very big difference. Thanks so much for that. Guys, before we jump in here, I want to show you our weekly watch list that we posted at the top of this week. It was basically on Tuesday pre-market open because this week was a shorter week. We had Monday off thanks to the Juneteenth holiday, and just take a look at these guys because I want to walk you through what we actually ended up doing. So if you have a look, the first one here is Tesla, and within every single chart that I'm gonna show you, you have an icon or an arrow pointing to where that start of the week was. Basically with Tesla we sent out a short signal. For United Health we also have a long signal here, and just take a look at how this stock evolved. Then we've got CVX that we took short at the start of the week, and I actually missed this out, but hopefully a couple of Patreons did manage to catch it. We've got IBM, which was epic, and I caught CSCO instead of IBM because they're so in tune with each other. I decided to go for CSCO. CSCO went down pretty well as well throughout this week, so that's another win there. Then we have Qualcomm. This one was another really good win for us this week. We've got AMD, which was just epic. We took options on AMD and it went really great for us, so very humbled about that. And the last one is Applied Materials, which wasn't as epic, but definitely moving in the direction that we wanted to move in. So guys, stop missing out. These are the types of trades we take. I'm not gonna sit here pretty and tell you that every single week is gonna be like this week, but just check us out. I think that $15 a month is something that's very reasonable for the type of value that we offer here, and I bet that you're gonna be able to turn a profit pretty fast by subscribing to our services. Now let's take a look at NatGas here, guys. As I was kind of expecting at the beginning of the week when I was telling you guys that the 2.6-ish levels are gonna be hard to eclipse here, we're seeing exactly that. And by the way, feel free to check me out on Twitter as well. We post frequent content on there and we let people know kind of our thoughts on where next for a lot of these tickers. Now what I expect next year, since we are kind of putting in a lower low and a lower high. Now what you guys need to understand is that the major trend is clearly up. That being said, the short-term trend here seems to have changed and gone down, bearish. I think we're gonna put in a lower high as we are today, and then potentially a lower low, maybe do something along the lines of this, where we are going to be waiting in this 2.25, 2.3 range for Nasdaq until another rally up. From that 2.8 range, I'm not sure what will happen next, honestly guys. We might head out to 3, but let's see how long it takes to get there. I know that the markets are forward looking and we're coming up against winter as well, so TBD on how that's gonna go. Now the next one, guys, is gold. We sent out a signal for gold to buy it basically in this circle here. I'm so happy to mention the fact that we have an initial rebound here, which is really important. It means that there's buyers here. Obviously a single green day talks nothing about the overall trend, but I'm still really happy with what we are seeing so far today. Now on the future side of things, for wheat, I received a question on Twitter whether or not this is shortable from yesterday's high basically, and my answer was that you need a really strong stomach to be able to withhold pain up until potentially 800. I don't, so I'm not gonna take this short. I'm still waiting, and if it moves without me, if I miss this, I mean, that's fine. Can't catch them all. Moving on here, guys, we've got sugar, which went beautifully. We sent out a reminder at the top of the week about shorting sugar, and the last 3 days have really been tremendous for us. I posted that on Twitter as well. We've got cocoa. Well, cocoa was an interesting one, guys. I was forced to sell yesterday because the contract would expire worthless otherwise today, and next week we're gonna look at selling again. Obviously everybody had to cover their shorts today because the contracts are expiring, so that's why we're having such a strong day today. But I think that at the top of next week we're gonna be shorting this again. And moving on here, guys, I want to take a look at Nasdaq. So for Nasdaq, we shorted it at the very top. We took some initial profits and then re-entered at the close of the day yesterday, and we are now trading lower again today. Kind of the similar situation with US 30, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I think this one needs to correct lower down here. I would probably be expecting a 33,500 range for this one in particular. So let's see where it goes. And the last one that I want to show you guys today would be Disney. So for Disney, I really like where this is sitting at. Now, this is not a recommendation to do anything, guys, but I just like this setup, and I wanted to show you guys, these are the types of setups that you should be expecting if and when you decide to join our $15 tier on Patreon. For the $50 tier, you not only get a lot more of these setups, but you also get a lot of options plays as well as a few other things. So you would be receiving basically a screenshot that looks exactly like this one, with a clear stop loss, a clear take profit, and just all of the information that you need to know if you feel like this is a good play for your portfolio as well. We don't send trading signals per se, guys, because every single portfolio is different. However, we do offer educational content, and this is part of that. So as a quick disclaimer here, obviously do your own due diligence and only trade what you think makes sense for you in particular and for your risk tolerance. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Take care.